Imagine spending years designing a car, pouring in millions of dollars, and then never seeing it on the road. That's exactly what happened with some of the most fascinating creations from American Motors Corporation, better known as AMC. This was a company that thrived on taking risks. Sometimes those gambles led to the birth of legendary vehicles that would leave a mark on automotive history. Other times, though, the results remained locked away, hidden in archives, or preserved as one-of-a-kind prototypes, never to see the light of day in consumers' driveways. AMC's story is one of courage, innovation, and a willingness to challenge the status quo. While the company may not have survived to the present day, its spirit lives on in the rare concepts and prototypes it left behind. Today, we're exploring 9 rare AMC cars that were built, but never released. Some of these vehicles could have changed the company's destiny, and perhaps even the direction of the entire auto industry. Let's start in 1967, at a time when electric cars were considered science fiction. Decades before Tesla and the Nissan Leaf became household names, AMC was quietly experimenting with battery-powered vehicles. Enter the AMC Amitron, a compact, futuristic city car designed to run entirely on electricity. The Amitron's ambitions were staggering for its era. It promised a range of up to 150 miles on a single charge, thanks to a mix of advanced lithium and nickel batteries. In an age where gasoline was king and electric vehicles were little more than a curiosity, this tiny car could have been revolutionary. But the reality was that the technology simply wasn't ready. The cost of those batteries was astronomical, and the supporting infrastructure was non-existent. Ultimately, AMC shelved the Amitron, and the electric car revolution would wait another half-century to truly begin. Just 2 years earlier, in 1965, AMC unveiled another bold concept, the Cavalier. This mid-size sedan was more than just a car. It was a vision for the future of automotive design. The Cavalier's body panels were entirely modular and interchangeable. Imagine being able to restyle your car just by swapping out a few parts, rather than buying a new vehicle. It was a genius idea, one that anticipated the contemporary desire for customization and flexibility. Unfortunately, the practicalities of manufacturing a car with such interchangeable parts proved too complex and costly. The Cavalier never made it past the prototype stage, but its spirit of innovation echoed in later modular vehicle concepts from other automakers. Fast forward to 1970, and AMC decided to take on the world's most prestigious sports cars. The AMX3 was their answer to the Ferraris and Lamborghinis of the day, a mid-engine supercar that could reach 160 miles per hour, designed in collaboration with Italian coach builders renowned for their artistry. With its exotic looks and high performance, the AMX3 was poised to redefine AMC's image. Yet the harsh realities of economics soon intervened. Production costs soared out of control, and AMC realized that competing with European exotics was a battle they simply couldn't afford to fight. Only 6 AMX3s were ever built, and the dream of an American supercar faded away. But AMC wasn't done pushing boundaries. In 1969, they introduced the Gremlin XP, a prototype with wild styling and a distinctive wraparound rear window. The Gremlin XP aimed to capture the imagination of a new generation of drivers with its sporty hatchback design. It was bold, futuristic, and unlike anything else on American roads. However, AMC executives ultimately decided that the design was just too radical for the mass market of the late 1960s. The Gremlin XP never entered production, but its influence can be seen in later hatchback designs. The late 1970s brought new challenges and fresh ideas. In 1977, AMC developed the AM van, a radical, wedge-shaped concept that looked like it had driven straight out of a science fiction movie. This fuel-efficient van was intended to tap into the growing market for campers and compact family vehicles, offering style and practicality in one package. But as financial troubles mounted for AMC, the company was forced to abandon the project and concentrate on more profitable models, leaving the AM van as just another tantalizing what if. Urban commuters were the target for AMC's Concept 80, unveiled in 1979. This small, aerodynamic hatchback promised excellent fuel economy and a futuristic look, tailor-made for the coming decade. Yet AMC's burgeoning partnership with Renault shifted corporate priorities, and the Concept 80 quietly disappeared from the company's plans. Its influence, however, would resurface in the compact cars of the 1980s. Before the AMX3, there was the AMX2, a low-wide silver sports car prototype unveiled in 1969. Though it was never intended for production, the AMX2 was a showstopper at auto shows across the country. Its dramatic lines and aggressive stance demonstrated that AMC had the design talent to rival the world's best, even if the company couldn't always bring those designs to market. Rewind to 1964, and you'll find the AMC Tarpon, a sleek fastback coupe based on the Rambler American. The Tarpon could have been AMC's answer to the Ford Mustang, capturing the spirit of youthful rebellion and sporty style. However, company executives opted for a larger, less agile car called the Marlin, a decision that many automotive historians consider a colossal missed opportunity. The Tarpon remained a footnote in AMC's history, a glimpse of what might have been. Finally, there's the AMC XP, a 1966 prototype that embodied the wild optimism of mid-century car design. With its long hood, short rear deck, and dramatic curves, the XP was AMC's bid to compete with the burgeoning pony car market. But once again, a limited budget and shifting corporate priorities meant the XP never progressed beyond the prototype stage. Looking back at these 9 rare AMC creations, it's clear that the company was far more innovative than it is often given credit for. While they never made it to production, these cars left behind a fascinating legacy, a series of tantalizing what-if moments in automotive history. Which of these AMC cars do you wish had made it to the streets? Each one tells a story of ambition, creativity, and the challenges of turning dreams into reality. The archives may be where these rare designs rest, but their influence endures, inspiring car lovers and designers to keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.